Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Express Frame. No matter your interests, whether it's sports or travel, family archives, protect your photos, artwork, memorabilia, the best way to do it is to display it and display it perfectly. And you do that with Express Frame. Not only can they give you the right glass to protect your artwork or your photos, but they also are artists in their own right. They know how to take a photo or a painting like that, and they know the right colors to use. They know the right exact frame to pick to where it draws your eye further in. It amplifies the artwork you already have. They do spectacular work. I've always said, and I always consider them to be artists in their own right, because you take them X and they hand you back something that's X plus Y, the way they do it. It's really something. Express Frame out in the Common Shopping Center, North Peters Road. Get out there and see them this week. All right. The way things are going, I think we're probably heading to a world where it's almost like baseball, an American League and a National League. The rules may be slightly different in each, but it's close enough to where you play at the end in a playoff. My guess is, let me go ahead and put up a graphic here. I think, and this is just the red, I think that's where we're headed with kind of SEC, Southwest Conference, ACC, kind of merging back together into a league. I think the SEC's gobbling people up. All the blue, well, that's your Pac-12, and that's your Big Ten states, and that's adding in some of the old Big 12, one or two going into the Pac-12. That's Notre Dame going up there. I don't think the Big Ten puts all those teams in there. The word's already come out. They only want AAU schools, those academic schools who have so much research money, it's more than the football TV money. But I do think they'll work together, and there's already talk of this, on a scheduling partnership to where the Big Ten and the Pac-12 and probably Notre Dame get together and say, we'll schedule each other and we'll cut our TV deal together. So I think you'll have a conference in the South and this conglomeration to the North and West. And I think teams like Pitt, Syracuse, and maybe Oklahoma State, maybe a Baylor who just won the national championship in basketball is just tough luck. You're not in the right spot. You don't have the right media market. You're not the right brand. And I think that sucks for them. Yep. But I think that's where you're headed toward. Two groups, leagues, if you will, that control about 48 or 60 brands. And some of those guys are just, sorry, you're now in the AAC. You do your own thing. Do you think that's where we're headed? Or do you think this slows down?
I hope we're not headed there, but I'm not optimistic that it's going to slow down, because I think everybody's going to be in a money grab here to try to get what they can. The thing that bothers me a little bit in this off topic just slightly, isn't this supposed to be for the student athlete? And I wonder how many student athletes like the idea that, hey, I may be going to Maryland and we got a conference game in Los Angeles. Really? I don't think this is good for the student athlete, but I think we may be headed for a huge deal.
Sankey put that in his ridiculous statement this week about Oklahoma and Texas, that this was about aiding the student athlete and enriching their experience. I thought, it's enriching your pocket. Give me a break.
I said that.
Do you see us going this way? Or do you think it slows down, Chuck?
I hope it slows down, but I can see that's where it's going. I wonder too, Jimmy, about the future of the NCAA. At some point, I think somebody's going to tell the NCAA, hit the road, here's what we're going to do, and maybe to not that extreme. Yeah, for football. Yeah. And then see what else happens. But as things start changing, I mean, isn't it like dominoes, kind of? The Texas and Oklahoma, what do they knock over? Yeah. Or what's the next shoe to hit the floor? So, I could see how it could go at least that direction.
I saw where the commissioner of the Big Ten came out this week and was the first to say, all right, let's stop with the college football expansion talk right now. I think you're going to see the other commissioners say the same thing. It's like, wait a second, we've been hoodwinked by Sankey. You've been pushing us toward 12 teams. Now you're going to expand and blow us all out of the water and fill up the playoff. We're just going to slow down on this whole playoff talk.
Yeah, that's out there.
That would be how I would handle it.
Because it's just going to be getting more SEC teams if you have 12.
If I'm
Pac-12 commissioner said that.
Okay, maybe it was the Pac-12 commissioner instead of the Big Ten. I thought it was the Big Ten commissioner. It's Pac-12. So I'll trust you.
Well, it may be both. I don't know.
Yeah. Bob, is this where we're headed?
Yeah, that's where we're headed.
And you're cool with it, or no?
No, I'm not cool with it. But things are, wasn't cool. I wasn't cool with Texas A&M and Missouri. So me not being cool with things, nobody's calling and saying, Bob, what do you think?
Hey, we're
Well,
not.
As long as they're making their money.
We're not
know.
cool with woo in Rocky Top. So
That's
you
right.
know how
That's
we
a
feel
bigger
about
issue.
Yeah.
Thanks to these guys. Thanks to you for watching. I appreciate it. Get out and see our sponsors this week. They're the ones that bring you this show every single week. God bless them. We love them. And we'll see you next week. We'll be talking about actual fall practice for the Vols. See you next week.